We're back on Oh You Didn't Know, and we're talking the build to SummerSlam 98. This is the go-home Raw for SummerSlam, and not a lot has been built for you and Billy taking on Kane and Mankind.
Yep.
In fact, Kane is taking on Mankind in a Hell in a Cell match on this show.
Yep.
Do you think this hurt your standing on one of the biggest shows of the year?
Look, I don't think it did. I think it was they were telling another story, and this was a subplot of that other story. And so, I just don't look at it as a slight or a negative. I look at it as we got the tag titles back after this, and it helped tell the other story. Right. And so I think if we can do that and win the tag titles back, we walk out of SummerSlam the new whatever second, third time champs. And so I don't think that's a negative at all. You know what I mean?
And talking about subplots, it's something we bring up often as it comes to the modern era of wrestling creative and storytelling, that I think as fans, we want to see more subplots. We want to see more sub-stories and intertwining.
Well, I agree.
Characters.
And like I mentioned earlier, I don't feel like now, you can't rub these big guys up against each other. You got to keep them apart so that they can each have their own standalone, and nobody looks bad, and nobody, you know what I mean? Like, hey, they beat the Undertaker in that match. Whether he popped up and it was a no-sold, whether it was a weird finish, whatever. He's the Undertaker.
Yep.
You beat him. You just can't kill him. So he got beat. The titles went back to them. He sat back up, and here we go to tell our stories again. Now the titles are on those Mick and Glenn, and here they're in their fight. They're going to have this Hell in a Cell or whatever they were going to have, Boiler Room Brawl or whatever. And so then it leads to our handicap match, which we'll get into shortly.
Yeah, did you know at this point the plan was going to be for it to become a handicap match?
So, yeah, we did know that. And look, to be quite honest, we were happy because Mick does some great stuff, and we knew that he could do some stuff that would make you sell, so that it would be believable that he's fighting back and holding his own against two guys,